Dallas's passing attack? What's specifically about that?
They like to get the ball out quick, get it to the playmakers, let them run in space. But they have a lot of playmakers back there, so we just got to set those guys down this week.
Dak, does he? I feel like he's a mobile guy that maybe doesn't run as much as some of these other guys that you guys have faced. Am I right on that, or how do you kind of view that?
I mean, he's a little mobile, but I mean, he likes to throw the ball too. He has a strong arm, gets the ball out, and I mean, if he has to run, he'll run for it. But that's all about him.
Defensively, are you guys how are you viewing these last couple of weeks? Like, where do y'all want to kind of? What's the next step y'all want to take?
I mean, those last couple of weeks are those last couple of weeks. We gotta get better, and we gotta show what we're made of this week. Come out here and perform like we should be performing, and that's all you can really ask for.
You have a wipe the slate clean mentality. It's not just you; it's a lot of people. How do you do that and not get caught up in the last 4 losses and the things that haven't gone well?
I mean, at DB especially, you have to have one play at a time mentality. You have to have a short-term memory. So, I mean, I've always had that mentality because no matter how far down you are, you just got to get back up. No matter how many times you get knocked down, you got to get back up. So, I mean, if you keep dwelling on the past, you'll never get better. You got to watch what you did wrong, correct the mistakes, and move on. Because if you keep having those lingering thoughts in your mind and not being positive, then you'll never be able to get better.
Okay, thanks.
Cesar, it seems like Dallas is dealing with what y'all dealt with in week 2, like losing a bunch of their coaches to COVID. How big of a difference did that make for you guys in the game?
I mean, it's definitely a difference when you're missing guys. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just it's always like the next man up, mentality. So you know what I'm saying? It's just the guys that you have up, and we just gotta make sure we're doing what we gotta do. That way, it's not much of a drop off. Doesn't look different. I mean, yeah, of course it's a difference, but we're confident in everybody we got.
It's probably just like people taking on like several responsibilities at once. I guess is the main difference.
Yeah, it's a lot of things just shuffling around.
Offensively, what's kind of the main thing that you kind of want to focus on, the team wants to focus on? How do you
really getting ourselves in better third down situations, like third and manageable. Can't really keep having ourselves in third and long situations, stuff like that. So that's really our one thing I can say we're focused on. A lot of things are, but that's definitely one thing I can say.
Is that kind of a situation where y'all been like letting things kind of mistakes compound each other? Like a loss on first down leads to third and long, and then third and long leads to short drives and all that stuff.
Yeah, I can say it's a combination of a lot of things. It's a lot of things go into it, but we just know we just gotta minimize any mistakes or anything like that to keep us out of those situations.
Has the musical chairs, I guess, that y'all have been playing at offensive line this year kind of played into some of those mistakes, or not really?
I mean, not really. It's just, it's so many guys on the team can plug and play in any spot. So, I mean, it's just really just guys just filling in and coming in and doing their job, really. So it hasn't really made that much of a, like a dramatic difference or anything like that. In terms of, like, communication and all that stuff.
Just for a team that, I mean, for the last 15 years, the Saints have been kind of synonymous with scoring a bunch of points or whatever. Like, how do y'all take these last couple of weeks where it just hasn't been offensively?
Yeah, you just gotta stay positive. You know what I'm saying? Can't let this stuff really just harp on you, or you know what I'm saying? It's gotta continue to come into work every day, continue to do your job, and just honestly just stay positive, really. And that's really all I can say about that.
Sounds like a silly question, but how do you do that? How do you not let it get overwhelming and when the negative thoughts tend to creep in a little bit?
just really just focus on what we have inside this building. You know, I mean, of course, you know, you can hear a lot of outside noise and different things like that, but you know, the guys inside this building, we all have a special connection with one another. So, you know, it's just us uplifting each other and you know, keeping each other motivated and you know, just being ready to just go out there every single week.
So would you say team morale is good right now despite the struggling?
Yeah, everybody, you know, gotta do what we gotta do is stay positive. You know, it's not really like down or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? We're just going into the next week, you know, excited like we are every single week.
Do you care if the other coach is not there? I mean, that doesn't make it.
The other
Dallas
coach?
coach, the Dallas coach.
Nah. What happened? What happened?
He's out with COVID this week.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if their assistants are out too.
And their head coach.
Oh, I had no clue. I did not know that.
Sorry, I should have clarified that.
Yeah. Does it make a difference to me?
Yeah, as a player on the other team, do you think it makes any difference in the game?
I think it could make a difference. You know, it's like if your head coach is not there. But you know, for me as a player, I'm just worried about doing my job. You know, I'm not really thinking about that. See, I didn't even know until y'all just told me.
Hey, what's this week been like for you in the locker room with all these Ohio State guys?
Yeah. It felt good.
Man, I asked this right when Bradley walked up.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all love for all my guys. Love for Roby, Malcolm, you know what I'm saying, Lat, and everybody, you know what I'm saying. That's, you know what I'm saying. 42-27 is not luck, so that's just pure skill and dominance right there, baby.
So when the offensive line just lined up and took it at them, I mean, how much fun did you have watching that?
Oh yeah, because you know Michigan's obviously tougher. You know what I'm saying, we got the guys. You know what I'm saying, they couldn't hang in there. So the toughest team won that day. Damn, it feel good, Tom. It feel good doing that, roll. I feel good.
Hello.
What's up, guys?
I haven't talked to you in a little bit. How do you feel that things have gone for you since you got here? What feels like 10, 11 weeks ago?
I'm just doing what I'm asked to do and trying to do it at the highest level I can.
Do you feel that kind of payoff last week when you got that pick?
I mean, football always gonna reward you for just working. So that's how I always saw it. So put your head down and work. You know, the results will show.
Really, how tough has it been just defensively when the offense isn't putting up points? Like, is there a certain amount of pressure on the defense to not allow scores? I mean,
Yeah.
I know your whole job is to not allow points.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, right? I think that is a scenario that comes up. So, you know, we gotta just make sure we're on top of everything. Really, you know, it's a team sport. So, you know, we're working together. So, you know, if they're, you know, we're farming our own land and we want us to make more plays. It's like we put more pressure on ourselves to make more plays, I think.
Yeah.
So, you know, and we think we have a lot of talent on defense, and we expect those plays of each other. So that's all it does, is just has us focus more on you know, affecting the game and, you know, helping get the ball back.
How do you view the Cowboys' skill position players?
I mean, obviously they have good receivers, good quarterback, good running backs. So, I mean, I think that's obvious, man. They got good guys everywhere on offense. So, it's another good offense.
It's kind of the difference between Zeke and Pollard, especially like if you're out on the edge going with one of those guys. How do you kind of what's the difference between those?
Pollard looks like he has a little more speed, likes to get to the edge and break or whatever. So, you know, Zeke has speed also and likes to get out in the open field and do his thing too. So, Two good backs. We have to be ready for it and do a good job of tackling and getting them down in open space. Cool.
Thank you.
Trick-one, having just been around some really good offenses here, these last 4 weeks, how do you kind of view that? Like frustrating?
Yeah, it is honestly frustrating. Right now, the past few weeks, we can't seem to get, in the right groove, can't be consistent in what we're doing and what we want to do. But it's just in a matter of time, that's what it's going to take. We need to be consistent. We can't be hot one half and then cold the other. We got to find a way to be consistent, and then it's going to look like the previous offense we've been had here at the Saints.
What do you think is, like if you could pick one most important thing, what do you think it would be?
One of the biggest things by far the past few weeks, we've been making, self-inflicted mistakes, a lot of false starts, holding penalties, stuff like that, and we're not getting ourselves in, like, third and manageable. It's third and long, like, every other drive, so we definitely can't do that if we want to be successful.
Those penalties are pretty uncharacteristic. Do you know why that is happening?
I don't know exactly why it's happening, but I know it definitely needs to stop,
Sharkon, did you hear at all about what the Cowboys are going through this week? Like, a bunch of their assistants and their head coach and their right tackle are all in COVID protocol.
No, I just found out just now. I did not know that at all.
Were you around much, like the week that happened to you guys and all the coaches were?
I was around, but I wasn't really around. I wasn't playing
right,
then,
you were
but
kinda,
yeah.
Like, I know you weren't like participating in the game plan, but did that seem like kind of crazy that week? Does it feel surreal to think about that now that they played a game with coaching staff?
I'm coming into the season. It was a possibility that this definitely could happen. So I just feel like as a organization, I think teams sort of prepared for it, but probably not to that extent.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they probably prepared for it.
Everything that's happened, it probably feels like a million years ago at this point, anyway.
Definitely feel like a long time.
Like 11 weeks ago or whatever.
Good catch. You're welcome.
First time I ever said that. Trey, I know you guys have not made any excuses for the injuries or anything like that, but is there a sense that you guys know some of these guys can come back and you can still make a run at it here? How do you kind of?
We definitely not counting ourselves out of the playoffs of anything. We got to take it one game at a time. And as far as injuries that's going on, you just gotta hope for, you know, the player, whoever may be hurt, you know, come back at the right time, and we don't want them to see them, you know, come back and re-injure themselves, and it's even more setback. So hopefully, you know, they come back, you know, at the right time and healthy, and they be able to last throughout the rest of the season.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you, guys.